Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be going over the Absolute Batman comic. This is a fresh new take on the Dark Knight. Here, Bruce Wayne is young, broke, and most importantly, jacked. Building Batman from scratch with no fancy tech, just raw skill and determination. I'll be going through issue 1 for you guys and highlighting key moments and the details that make this story unique. So let's get started. Starting off, we see Gotham City, drenched in rain, neon lights reflecting off wet streets, and someone riding through the city on a motorcycle. The helmet comes off, and it is revealed to be Alfred Pennyworth. This Alfred is battle-hardened, not just a butler, a former operative ready for anything. As he enters his hideout, Alfred receives a briefing from his handler about a gang called the Party Animals, with masks resembling animals such as hyenas, wolves, boars, and they've been wreaking absolute havoc in the city. They appear to be very unpredictable and violent. Alfred prepares his gear, such as his pistol, lockpicks, and encrypted comms, as he goes to the places sent by the handler for him to scout. He's calm, calculating, aware that Gotham has a new vigilante emerging, but once he steps out, he sees his bike was stolen, making him extremely annoyed at this city. Finally, we see Bruce Wayne, now 24, trains intensely in a gritty boxing gym. He is jacked. Muscles honed from years of intense preparation. He's about 6'9" tall and 420 pounds. The biggest Bruce Wayne we have ever seen. His punches are precise, his stamina incredible, and as Bruce is punching the bag, we see flashbacks of him as a child at the zoo. He was on a school trip and his father Thomas Wayne was the teacher. We also see Waylon Jones, aka Killer Croc, which is actually introduced as Bruce's childhood friend. He's not a monster, just some guy holding a crocodile. Just goes to show how much different this Bruce Wayne's life is in this universe. Later, we see Bruce put on his suit as it is announced that Mayor Jim Gordon is having an emergency town hall to discuss what to do about the Party Animals' reign of terror. At this gathering, everyone seems to be raging at Jim, since no one feels safe. They aren't even letting Jim speak. Outside, Alfred sees all of this from afar, and he spots one of the Party Animal gang members heading into the town hall with an assault rifle. Alfred asks the permission from his handler to engage, but it is denied, as he is just meant to observe. The party animals storm in, guns blazing, and start shooting, but at that moment, they are pulled outside and the doors shut. It's Batman. As soon as they see him, they start shooting, but his bulletproof cape protects him as he jumps down and starts beating the crap out of the gang. His cape seems to work like Batwing-like panels, with mechanical wires and hooks, enabling him to walk on them and swing into battle or wrap around enemies like tendrils. Alfred watches as Batman starts taking down every single gang member in sight. And as he narrates what he sees, let's just say he is impressed. Batman has made almost every part of his suit into a weapon. His cowl ears are detachable knives that are thrown at enemies as lethal projectiles. His gauntlets are sleek spiral wraps that, after the ear knives are thrown, extend with hidden blades for brutal yet precise melee strikes, inflicting damage while avoiding fatal wounds. The bat symbol, and this is my favorite part, on his chest is a fully functional axe, detachable and used mid-combat, slicing a thug's hand clean off. After Batman is done dealing with every last gang member, he's approached by Alfred, who points a gun at him from behind after being told to engage by his handler. However, Batman easily snatches the gun away from him and knocks Alfred down. The next day, we see Alfred still talking about this Batman person and who he could be. We see the life of Bruce Wayne as he works his blue-collar job. And now, Alfred has all the information on Bruce he needs, mentioning that he is 24 years old, his mom is a social worker, and his dad was a teacher. He grew up in crime alley with high friends in low places. He's smart, excels in school, and his parents had him tested to score near genius level. In 5th grade, he won an engineering competition that earned him a trophy and a class trip to the zoo. That's where it all started. It's where his father was shot and where his life started going downhill. But Bruce made a comeback. He graduated and studied applied mechanics, chemistry, criminal psychology, military theory, and sociocultural history. Everything to prepare for his life today. As we see Alfred following Bruce and watching his every move, he sees Bruce meet with his mom. And honestly, he could shoot him right there in front of her, but he puts his gun away. Seeing that Bruce Wayne is just a kid. We see that even if Alfred is indeed a Black Ops operative, he still has some humanity. Later that night, we see Bruce in his quote-unquote Batcave, which is on the top floor of a skyscraper. He's recording info on the party animal gang, but he hears something and stops recording. It's Alfred, who managed to follow him up there, but Bruce is ready for him. He's using the same lethal gun Alfred pointed at him earlier. However, Alfred calls his bluff. He knows that Bruce isn't a killer and won't shoot, but Batman does indeed shoot him point blank. Yeah, this part shocked me as well. But don't worry, Batman modified the gun to be non-lethal, and Alfred's still alive. Alfred is annoyed at the fact that he ruined his prized gun, but even more so when he finds out that Batman was the one who stole his bike in the beginning of the issue. He breaks the glass and rides out the window from 1,000 feet up, leaving Alfred baffled as to where the heck he's going to land. To end the issue on a high note, we see afterward that Alfred has patched himself up, promising his handler to get Batman next time if he interferes. His handler tells him to focus on the party animals and also informs him that the last target he was pursuing was lost, somewhere in the Philippines. He's in the wind. Alfred pursued this target for 5 years, saw how he studied with Henry Dugard in France and killed him later on, how he trained with the League of Assassins and later killed them as well, and now he's in the wind. Lastly, we see a couple of guys in a helicopter waiting on a certain VIP. He's supposed to be one of the richest men on the planet, and they don't even know his real name. The other guy says, "You think that he'd want to be my rich, generous best friend?" The response to that is not to joke around, because this person, he never laughs at anything, ever. That's why they call him the Joker. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think about this version of Batman in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe. Peace.